Hello everybody, I am E. Krishnarao Patro, Associate Professor from the Department of CSC from Institute of Aeronautic Engineering College, Hyderabad. Today, we will see a problem related to how to reverse a given linked list. So in the previous session, you have seen how to create a linked list. Now we will see how to create a linked list as well as how to reverse it. So, existing linked list you have to reverse. For example, given a pointer to the head of the node of a linked list, the task is to reverse the linked list. So our task is what? To reverse the linked list. So we need to reverse the list by changing the link between the nodes, not the value. So you have to reverse the link itself. Generally, you may be doing the program displaying the data in the reverse order. List will be as it is, but you may display the data in the reverse order. But here the question is, I will not display the data only from reverse order. I will reverse the list itself. That means initially head will be pointing to starting node. Now after reversing, head will be pointing to the last node. So from last node, my link will be changing. So this way you have to develop the program now. Now see, there is a given question. A linked list having 4 nodes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means there are 4 nodes. First node is pointing to second node. Second node is pointing to third node. Third node is pointing to fourth node. Fourth node is pointing to nowhere because there are 4 nodes. Assume the starting node's address is 100. Second node's address is 200. Third node's address is 300. Fourth is 400. And the starting address is available in the start. My head pointer is pointing to starting node. So now first node is pointing to second node. That means first node's link is 200. Similarly, second node is pointing to third node. So second node's link is how much? 300. And third node is pointing to fourth node. So fourth node's link is how much? 400. And fourth node is pointing to nowhere. So null. So this is the way the list is created. Now after reversing, what you have to get? You have to get 1 and you have to get 2 and you have to get 3, you have to get 4, and it is how much? 400. This is 300 and this is 200. This is 100. So in the original list, the start is pointing to 100. But after reversing, my start should point to 400. That means it should point to this node. And this should point to 300. And this should point to 200. And this should point to 100. And now this node will be first node. So that means this will be the ending node. So this way is pointing to null. So this way you have to do. This is the target. So that means the complete list itself is changing. So that means while displaying data, I will get 4, 3, 2, 1. I am starting from start pointer only. So this is our target. Similarly, if I give the list like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and null. That means there are 5 nodes are there. After reversing, I should get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and null. That means 1 is pointing to null. So this is the target. Okay. So for that, how you can solve this problem? Now you have to write a program. First of all, to create a list. After creating the list, then you have to reverse it. Now there is a simple process. You can apply the iterative process. You can initialize 3 pointers. One is previous pointer, which is null. Current pointer, which is pointing to head. And next pointer, initially it is null. And here, these 3 points, now you have to repeat. That means inside the loop, every node you have to alternate, change. Next equal to current of next. Current of next is previous. Previous is current. And when the loop is over, previous current and current of equal to next. This is the process you have to do in the iterative process. So now I will show you how the list is creating. Please observe here. First node is pointing to second node. Second is pointing to third node. After reversing, this become current node and this is next. So it is changing. Now the previous is now current is going here. Now third is should point to second node. Now this third node become the head node. So this is the way this loop works. So now you have to write a program using Python so that you can reverse the existing list. So this is the process you have to implement through the Python program. Now if you observe here, how will you solve this problem? So you have to take some IDE, integrated development environment, through which you can type the program and you can execute it. Let us go to your ideal environment. I hope you know ideal environment, IDLE. So there is a beautiful tool called IDLE through which you can type your Python program and you can compile and run. Let us go to ideal environment. So to go to ideal environment, you can type IDLE. Then you will get this window. So first of all, you have to install the Python first. Download the Python. Once you download and install, then you will get ideal environment automatically. So you can go to python.org, download and install. Then you will get this IDE automatically. Now this is your command prompt. You can type only single line of code. But here my program is not single line. There is a multiple lines. So for that purpose, I have to go to editor window. So to go to editor window, what you have to do? First go type file, new file. So this is your editor window where you can type the program. Now what is your role? Now what's your goal now? The goal is, first of all, I should create a linked list first. After creating the linked list, then I can go for reversing. After reversing, then I will display how the elements are displayed on the screen. So as you know that linked list is nothing but a collection of nodes. And every node will have data part as well as link part. So first of all, I have to create a node first. So how to create a node? There is a beautiful concept called class concept. Using class concept, you can type class followed by node. As the syntax for class is, you would give a column here that indicates it's the end of the class label. Go there. Now you have to define the node. Inside the node, you should have a data path as well as you should have the link path, but next part. So you have to initialize. So initialize means you write the constructor. So the constructor, how will you write in the Python? For that, there is a function called init function. So you can define underscore init underscore. Here the self-referential pointer, self followed by what data you are passing, because the data you have to store. Enter. Now whatever data you are passing, that data is part of your node. So I have to store in my node. So to store self.data equal to whatever data you are passing, because here I have passed my data. So this data I am storing in my node. Okay, this is my parameter. This parameter is assigned to memory. And I told you in the linked list there are two things: data path as well as the next, which is holding the address of the next node. So I should write self.next equal to what? Because you do not know what node will come next. So you should write, there is a keyword called none. So it says that your node is ready. This is the definition of the node. This node you have to use while inserting into a linked list. So my node is ready. Of course, this you cannot run now because inside this nothing is there. Simply definition is available. So my data path is ready as well as the link path is ready. Now what I have to do? I have to create a linked list. So I should write a separate class linked list. Remember, while writing the class, you should give a colon symbol at the end. Then you should write the constructor. So how to write a constructor in Python? you should write a method called init method. Generally, in other programming languages like C++ and Java, the constructor name is same as class name. Whereas in Python, you should write init method. And before init, you should write double underscore before as well as after, because these are all built-in method. This name you cannot change. So write definition underscore underscore init underscore underscore within bracket you should write self. Self is my own, means built-in referential parameter which will be pointing to current object. Here for every linked list I should have a start pointer or head pointer. So I will write here head pointer self dot head. Initially how many nodes are there and where it is pointing, this thing you are not aware. So what I have to do, this equal to none. Remember in language like C, C++, there you are writing null, NUL and null. Whereas here in Python, you should write none. None is a built-in keyword which is also acting like a null. Fine. So my constructor is ready. Once the constructor is ready, my program is ready to initialize my head pointer. Fine. But in the linked list, what I have to do? The first thing is I have to insert some data or push some data. So now I will write a method called def push. What I have to push? Because I have to push my new data. And my push is my member method. So whenever you want to make this as a member method, then you should write a keyword called self. If you are not writing self, then that is not a member method, because in object-oriented programming, whenever you want to make that method as a member method of a class, then you should write self keyword. So the self keyword helps you to make this method as a member method, followed by your whatever data you want to pass. My new data I want to pass. I am passing my new data. So here I want to push. That means I want to insert. Push is nothing but insertion. Remember here you can write also comment, hash symbol. In Python, hash symbol is a comment. Insert. Push is nothing but inserting a node at beginning. At beginning, I want to insert. And you can write the comment. Generally, comment should be written for every function. What exactly you are doing, you have to mention. That is the general principle of any software programming style. So whenever you are writing a code, you should write first to comment. Comment gives you the information about the function, what exactly you are doing. Now, whatever data you have passed, for this data you have to create a node. Now, how to create a node? Because already my built-in class node is there. This node class I should call. Now, my node is my class, followed by new node, so new data, because this data is my parameter. Whatever the parameter you are passing, that parameter I am passing to this class. So that means one object is ready. Which object? Node object. This node object I should assign to a new node. My new node is ready. This new node I have to assign to my head, because initially my head is none. That means I want to make this as my starting node. So what I will do? New node of next. New node of next equal to self dot head. That means this new node I will assign to head, because I want to make this as a starting node. It should point to starting pointer by head pointer. After that, my new node is ready. The next part, what I have to do? My next new node of next is head, and my head should come to new node. Self dot head equal to new node. So whatever the node you have created, that you assign to it. Now let us call this. But after calling, how will I know whether it's working or not? So for that, I should write a method called printing method, because printing method will be telling about what exactly the outputs are there that I want to print it. So I should write another method called def print. Printing generally from left to right. Print LR. I'll write here. Left to right. Print left to right. And this method also I want to make this a member method. So I should write here self keyword. Remember, whenever we are writing an object-oriented programming in Python, then you have to write the self keyword in every member method. Then here what I have to do? I have to display all the data from beginning to till end. So I will take one temporary pointer temp equal to self dot head. That means I got the starting address. After getting the starting address, then I should repeat a loop till end. Now here I will put a condition while temp. If temp is not null, then I will continue. Whenever temp is null, stop it. While temp. Now here what I will do? I should print it. Print temp of data. Because inside the temp, because temp is my node. After printing that, I should move, because after printing first data, I should move next node. So how to go to next node? Because next node's address is stored in a next pointer. So I should write here temp equal to temp of next. So with the help of this statement, my temp pointer, which was initially in a starting point, that should be next. So it is keep on going. Whenever it's last, this become null. So whenever null, the loop will terminate. So I should stop it. So this is the way my printing linked list is over. Now up to this only the class definition is ready. But my driver code, my main method I should write now. So how to write main method? Now the driver code I should write. Driver code or the main method, from where the execution starts. Of course, this is a comment statement. This statement will not execute by the compiler. This will simply for the user's understanding purpose or programmer's understanding purpose. So what I have to do? I have to create one object of linked list. So I will write here linked list, my object equal to, or I'll say L list, linked list. Instead of writing lengthy name, I will write in shortcut name, link list. Whatever the name you have given linked list, L-I-N-K-E-D, linked list. So here what happened? One object is ready. Once object is ready, then I can invoke any member method. So to invoke any member method, there is a operator called accessing operator. So you can call any method through accessing operator. There is a accessing operator called dot operator. So now I can say linked list, L list dot, which method I have written here? I have written here push method. This push method takes what? A parameter called new data. So here I will write here push. How much you want to push? Assume you want to push 20. So 20 will be pushed first. 20 will be pushed. Then next, linked list, L list dot push. Assume I will push some 4. Then linked list dot push. For example, I will push some 10. Linked list dot push. Assume I will write here some 30, some value. Okay. Now how many data I have inserted? 4 data. 20, 4, 10 and 30. So every time the data is pushed. When the first time I am inserting, how much? 20 is initially, and then 4 is the new node, always the head node. That means first 20, then 4, then 10, then 30. So 30 is my now beginning node. Now what I'll do, after pushing this data, I want to display it. Linked list dot print What? Because I wrote print left to right, LR, print LR. Now this program is ready for printing only. Still our goal is to reverse it. Control S, save it. So let me write reverse a linked list. Reverse underscore list dot ph dot py Python. Of course, if you are not giving also, that will take. Save. I will store in my own directory, path directory. Okay, reverse list is my program. Save it. So my program is saved. Now for running, come to run and press F. Yeah. So 30, 10, 4 and 20. It has displayed the data. Now you have to display in the reverse order. You have to display the data in the reverse order. Now for reversing, I should write a separate process. Now I should go back. Now close this one so that we'll go back to the original window. Now, yeah. So 30, 10, 4 and 20. So the latest data is 30 is in the front. Fine. Now see, this is coming like a multiple line, but you want to display in the same line. So what you have to do, instead of displaying in different line, I want to display in the same line. This comma and equal to space and equal to space. Save. Run. Yeah. Now it is coming in a single line. After 30, there must be an arrow mark, because generally in the linked list program, the arrow mark is supposed to be there. So what I will do, I will put an arrow mark. After that, I will put a arrow mark. I will put Control S F5. Yeah. But after 20, there must be a cross mark, because that indicates null pointer. So how to write null pointer? So here I will put here, after the loop is over, when the loop is over, come out from the loop, there I will put print X symbol. This indicates it is end of the list or null pointer. Control S F5. Yeah. So generally this is the way the linked lists are represented. Now I want to reverse the list. That means 20, 4, 10, 30 should come. So what I will do? This is my static linked list, because here I am not asking enter your data, but here I made it fix. Okay, fine. Let us write a method called reverse. Definition. Def is a keyword which must be lowercase. Def reverse followed by list. Reverse linked list. Reverse linked list. You want to make this as a member method. So what you have to do? If you want to make this as a member method, you have to pass the self keyword. If you are not passing self, then you cannot call through object. So if you want to call a method through object, then you should write self keyword, because you want to make this as a member of the class. So whenever you want to make member of the class, then you should write the self keyword. Fine. Now the main process starts here. This is the main step you have to do. So I told you, you have to make the 3 pointers. Initially, the previous pointer. The previous is how much? Because my goal is interchange the addresses. In the case of normal case, what you have to do? First node will be pointing to second node, second will be pointing to third node, third will be pointing to fourth node, fourth will be fifth node, and fifth is pointing to null. Now here, second should point to first, third should point to second, fourth should point to third, and fifth should point to third. And the last node should be pointed by the head pointer. So this is the reverse process you have to do. So the first node should point to where? First node should point to null. That path you have to do now. So this process. So what I have to do now? Initially, I will make one pointer. Previous is null. And the current pointer. I'll make one current pointer, where my current pointer will be there? Current equal to my head. Initially, I will store my head's address. Where the head is there? Because head is the member of my class. So I should write here self dot head. Simply if I write head, what will happen? Simply if I write head, it will give error. It will say I don't know head. But it is a member of the class. Because when I say class, the class may have either attributes or some methods. So whenever you want to access any member method or member attribute, then you should call through referential object. So I should write here self dot head. Self dot head. Automatically my head pointer will be stored in the current. Fine. So current equal to self dot head. So I know previous pointer as well as I know my current address. Now I should repeat the process till end. I will start from current till end. I should go until the current is not none. Now current is where? Current is now head. Now current should move on going till end. Whenever it become null, then I have to stop. It says that entire list is over. So I'll put a loop while current is not none. Current is not none. While current is not none, my loop goes here. Means I should go inside the loop. Then I should write my next pointer. Where the next pointer should go to? My next pointer should go to the next address. So how to go to next address? Who knows the next address? Because my current is pointing head. So I should write here current dot next. Current dot next. So I got the starting address. So I got the next node's address. Next node is now, that means first node I got second node. This previous means first nodes, the next part should point to the previous node. Previous is none. So my first node is my current. My current dot next. Actually, first node's next is pointing to a second node. But here, while reversing the linked list, what I have to do? Current next should be pointing to none. So the none is available in there. None is available in the previous. So I should assign this equal to previous. I should assign to previous. So up to this, my current CURR-ENT. Yeah, CURR-ENT. 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 Current dot next is previous. Now the previous become current because the previous will go forward and current should go forward again next. So the previous will become the current and the current should go to the next. So the next is already available in the next. So my current equal to next. So here what happened? The previous and current are interchanging their links. Previous and current are interchanging their links. When the loop is over, because at the end of the while loop, it says what? It has covered all these things. When the loop is over, self-dot head will be self dot head will be, because current has gone out of the boundary. That means current become none. So previous will be holding the address of the last node. So I should store previous. So I got my previous node's address. So now here Control S, save it. Now after this definition, what I will do? This is original list. So here what I will do? I will print it. Previous print original linked list. Original list. This is my original list. Then here after that I will call my linked list dot reverse linked list. I will call reverse linked list. So here I'll call this reverse linked list. Once I call reverse linked list, what happened? This list is ready, means reverse. After reversing, I have to display it. So what I have to do? Control C. Now I'll come down. Again I am printing. So now if you observe here, Control S, F5. Yeah. If you observe here, this is the original list. And after reversing, 24, 10, 30 and X. So that null pointer has come after the first node. Okay. So here you can display also after reversing. After reversing. So here now I'll say reverse list. Reverse list. Save it. Control F5. Control S and F5. Yeah. So after reverse is this. So this is the way you can write a program for reversing the linked list. Now, what is the time complexity for this? They may ask a question. What is the time complexity? What is time complexity to do this operation? Because it is going from starting node to till ending node. So that means end time it has to traverse. So its time complexity will be order of n. If there are 3 nodes, the loop will repeat 3 times. If there are 10 nodes, the loop will repeat 10 times. So 10 times it is doing the adjustments by interchanges. So time complexity depends on number of nodes. That's why it is order of n. Whether it's best case or worst case or average case. In all cases, order of n. Of course, if there is a single node, then it is fixed. Then in that case, order of 1 fixed. But when there are more than 1 nodes are there, in that case, it is order of n. So this is the way you can solve it. I hope it is clear. Sometime they may ask reverse the linked list. As well as print their sum also. Print their sum of the nodes. So in that case, how will you do sum? Now I want to print their sum. So now here I want to print it, their sum. Sum of all the nodes. Print sum. Because I am having some 4 nodes are there. For every node there are some values. That value I want to add it. If there are 4 nodes having 4 different values. Those values you have to add it and display it finally. So print sum, self-dot. Initially what I will do? Initially sum equal 0. I will assign 0 value. Then here instead of displaying every time, I will say here sum equal to sum plus temp of data. Now here what happened? Every time every node's data is added to sum. When the loop is over, here I will display the sum. Sum equal to comma s. Whatever the value is there, s, it will display. Now if I run, save it, control S and F5. It is simply displaying the original list and reverse list, but it is not displaying the sum. Why it is not displaying? Because I have to call that method. If you are not calling the method, it will not invoke or it will not do anything. Simply definition is there, but you would call it. So for that, here I should call the method. So how to call the method? Linked list dot print, or the name instead print sum. Okay, print sum is a method I'm calling. So here I will print message sum of all nodes. Sum of all nodes. Sum of nodes. Okay. Control S. Now Yeah. Now sum is 64. Now if you observe here, 20 plus 4, 24, 34 plus 30, that is 64. So this is the way you can do. So that means what? This also traversing the entire list and finally displaying it. So this way you can solve any problem. So most of the time they will ask, write a program to display the list or reverse the list or do some operation. So while traversing you can do it. So this is the way you can write the program. The main part in this program is this part. This is the main part. If you observe here, again these 4 lines are essential. Initially previous none and current will be my head, and the loop should repeat how long? Until you reach the none. So current pointer should point to none. While moving, I should go to the next address. So I should hold the next node's address. So next will be the current of next. And the current nodes, the next. Mean the current node next must be holding to none. Because first node should point to none. That's why current node's next is the previous. Initial previous holds none. And the previous equal to current. The current become previous and the current become again next. So every time these two are interchanging. Like this, it is continuing till you reach the end. And when the loop is over, you are coming to head. Head become the previous. Why previous? Why not current? Because if you write current, what will happen? Current is already none. Because when the loop is over, by the time current is none. That's why you would write the previous. Because previous will be pointing to the last node. Currently it is now first node. Okay. So this way you can solve this problem. So see the final output. Yeah. So this is the way you will get the output. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.